The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Wilson throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Baldwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Shotgun. Hey. 4 down. Gun. Mike 22, Mike 25.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3 down. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Yeah.
Here's Carson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
There. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Rip left.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. And getting our first update now from Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
3 down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Detroit.
2nd down, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Set. 319. Detroit.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. open. That's Damian Ratley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Gotta go. Double tight. Hey, we got 14, front it. Don't take too long. Watch twist.
A handoff to Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
19.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Hey, keep it up. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. 25. Check 25.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
36 power.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't take forever, okay? Got it. Let's go, 14. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 12. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
12. Hey, 4 down. 14.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
19.
From the shotgun, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. I got you. Gun. Tight dog. Detroit. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right, now, Lucky 56. Got nothing today.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
3-19.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Set. Blue 90. Check three. All right, now, Lucky 56. Mike's by 4. I got him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Bust through the tackle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Detroit, Detroit. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Defense. Detroit, Detroit.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he's forced out right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Detroit,
And on third
Detroit.
down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight left, watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him, key the tight end. Gun, 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 gun.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Right. 14. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. 12, 12, 12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Gun, gun, gun. Check Mike 54. Mike. Shotgun. Let's go.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Alert. 6 guys. Leopard.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Play fake. Mayfield.
Exactly what they needed right there because they need...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nazir Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They've gone to the 2nd quarter in Buffalo. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go now.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things.
And that's caught inside the 30. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
12.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys were picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Penny, a first down carry, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Here's a give to Penny, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Don't let 89 go deep. Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Got it. 22, back 22.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught right side, Dixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mayfield now. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Shoves him away. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Yeah, let's get second. Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, got tight left, tight 95, 95. Shift, watch the shift. Saturday. There.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
You have won $1,000 Stop by us
Let's go, 14. Shot, 280. Chipped over here. Let's overload. Shotgun. Like 22.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Tight right. 19. 14, Friday. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They pitch it to Chubb. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Returnable for Lockett. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down.
Let's go work. Let's go to work. Tie your right. Tie your right.
Cut. Blue Eddie.
Watch 84. Watch 84.
Don't take forever, okay?
Now Rashad Penny And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
19. Single, slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Gun.
Now Wilson to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pick it up, guys. Tempo. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Run it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away.
Detroit!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Barkevious Mingo in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big jumbo.
They'll run with Penny. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now it's Penny. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Run it.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That is right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Now Mayfield. Gets it to Gordon. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. 5 seconds. 4 seconds.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the